Okay, let's talk about one of my philosophies. Okay. I believe in telling the truth at all times, and I've been doing it ever since I was 18 years old. Although I have encountered some people who say, "Oh, Malcolm, you must have lied somewhere along the way. There's no way you could tell the truth at all times." So let me explain to you how it's easy to tell the truth. First, let me try to explain the three different lies that there is. To me, there's three different kind of lies. You have one, that's the fear lie. You lie because you're afraid. Then you also have the lies of manipulation. And then you have the third lie, which is the white lie, which people consider as, harmless lies. Okay? So the first one, the fear lie. Let's make some examples here. Okay, let's say a person gets stopped by a cop. He lies about, or the cop says, "Do you have any drugs in there? Do you have any weapons?" And the person says no, and then when they search, they find it. I see that on TV all the time on the different cop shows. And I'm like laughing my ass off. Why in the hell did you do that? Go ahead and tell the truth. Okay, well, why did they lie? Well, one, they're afraid that they're going to go to jail. They're afraid they're going to go to prison. If they're on parole, they're worried about going back to prison. If they're on probation, they're worried about going, to jail. They're afraid to get their name in the paper. They're afraid that the cop might be abusive to them, which has happened. Even I've had that experience of a cop being pissed off. And so there you go. That's one reason right there. Okay, now, why do kids lie to their parents? Well, they're afraid they're going to get it grounded. They're afraid they're going to get spanked. They're afraid that they're going to get abused because some parents don't discipline their kids right and they end up abusing them. So they're afraid that they're going to get harmed. They're afraid that their parents are not going to love them like they used to. Okay? They're afraid things are going to be taken away from them, TV, computer, or whatever. So they lie. Okay? So now in a relationship, why do people lie in relationships? Well, they're afraid that they're going to break up with them. They're afraid that they're going to divorce them. They're afraid that they might abuse them because some people don't handle relationships right and they get abusive, controlling and abusive. So they lie because of that. Because people make mistakes and people make wrong decisions. And so if you reveal it, some people don't take it very well when you tell the truth. Okay. So they also are afraid that that person is not going to love them like they used to. And that trust is going to be broken. Which is understandable because you did something that you shouldn't have done. Okay? So, those are some examples. It should make sense. It's fear. That's what's behind it. You automatically start to lie because you're afraid of something. Okay, so now, that's manipulating lies. Manipulating lies is when you want to get something accomplished. It can be... Manipulating lies are very complicated. Because there's so many different scenarios. But, let's say, for example, there's these two girls and they're friends. And one girl's married and the other one's not. And that woman is she's interested in that her best friend's husband. So, let's say that they're not getting along and she suspects that they're cheating. And you decide that you're going to tell a lie that you saw him messing around with some girl. Now, a lot of times the woman will get pissed off and they'll end up breaking off the relationship without really checking on it because they're so pissed off and they suspected for a long time that they were cheating. Maybe the guy's a flirt or whatever. The point is, boom, they're not together anymore. Now the girl waits a little while, then ends up being with the guy, and boom, it happened. That's manipulating lies. There's all sorts of different kind of scenarios. Guys that lie to women to try to get in their pants, women trying to get with other people's guys, manipulating lies. And then on top of that, you got the people that want to just ruin someone's reputation. So they go around saying that they're a slut or a whore or that they're abusive to their kids, anything they can think of. And if there is usually there's some truth with the lies, and that's why it works so good. Okay? Manipulating lies are very complicated, and I've seen so many throughout the years, and usually there's some truth along with that lie. Let me see, what else? Okay. I had another example with the manipulating lies. If you want to get someone in trouble, Let's say you don't like somebody and you want to get them in trouble. Then you go around and start spreading rumors, or even calling to SRS and say they're abusing their kids, or the police, whatever, and make up lies. And then before you know it, they're being investigated. It causes, a bunch of drama for that person, and you sit back there and laugh and enjoying what you did. So manipulating lies is usually trying to accomplish something, whether it's revenge, whether it's to ruin someone's reputation, or to get with that person's mate, or whatever. Okay, now the third one. The third lies is white lies, and that's what a lot of people consider harmless. Like if somebody goes, hey, do I look fat in this dress? And you say no. Okay, or hey, do I sound good when I'm singing? And you say, no, you sound great. When really you're thinking, boy, you can't hold a note in that bucket at all. Okay, so I don't like the white lies either, because a person took their time to ask you a question and then you turn around and lie to them. They wanted to know the truth, so tell them the truth. And if they don't like the answer, well, they'll probably never ask you again for your opinion, but still, at least you were honest with them. Okay? So now, in the next video, because I always make 3, I'll tell you how it's been easy for me to not tell lies. Alright, you guys have a good one. Take care. God bless.